No track tests your fear like Talladega.
At Talladega, nobody knows. You just don't know what's going to happen.
But anticipation is often worse than the fear itself. In this high-stakes ride for speed and survival,
This is a mess in turn number 4.
if you hesitate, get run over.
You're going to wreck us all blocking like that, dude.
One wrong move, and your chase hopes come crashing down.
Edwards goes up in the air.
How will you handle the fear? Do you push it aside and risk everything to move ahead?
We're back, baby.
Rely on past success and pay it no mind?
Kevin Harvick will win.
Great breaking job.
Or do you step up and face it head on?
2911 are in your mirror. Stay after him, bud. You're going to get him.
This has been the speedway of surprises.
Just be cool here. Go give him hell, bud. It's the only way we can make up for him.
The anticipation has never been greater. Because with the tightest chase in history, the biggest fear is the unknown. And anything goes at Talladega.
Here we go, son. Be ready. Go.
Time Warner Cable Sportsnet presents race number 6 in the 2013 Chase for the Dascar Phillips Championship here at the Talladega Superspeedway, the Monster Energy 300 here at Talladega Superspeedway tonight, presented by Aaron's. The starting grid is rolling. And Kenny Vale once again on the pole here at Talladega Superspeedway, running hot shots through the front row. Starting behind Kenny Vale on the inside line is Jade Hale, coming off her top 10 at Charlotte in our last race, looking for the same result, possibly a win here at the Talladega Superspeedway. What are we going to see out of this monster of a racetrack? Pace cars off. She's the biggest, she's the baddest, the boldest track, and she is the fastest track in all of motorsport. That holds sight to race number 6 in the Dascar Phillips Nationwide Series Chase for the Championship. 300 miles of terror for the drivers, 300 miles of excitement for us. This track eats race cars for lunch. Settle in and relax. We're green at Talladega. Kenny Vale and that 11 car leads him off into turn number 1. Inga Lamliano following suit on that outside line, but now falling back. Jade Hale not far behind, side by side with Inga Lamliano as they come off turn number 2. And Kenny Vale still running hot shots through the field here, pole after pole after pole. Jade Hale hanging tough with Inga Lamliano on that inside line. Cole Daly giving her a push. There's Emily as turn 43. Coming off turn number 4. Hale second. Now most likely will fall. She will get caught in the clutches of 3 wide. And as we go past lap number 1, we're going to have 3 wide in multiple sections of the track. On board Kenny Vale. Roger Bowman 93 on that inside line. Hale in the middle, almost 3 wide. But what we're going to see is 3 wide, 4 wide, and possibly even 5 wide racing here at Talladega. But they're proving it tonight. 3 wide almost every row here at Talladega. Inga Lamliana caught on the outside line, 3 wide. And look at this field. 3 wide on lap number 2. We're not even halfway through the racing. We already got some fantastic racing on board. Roger Bowman 93. That's what he wants to see. A clean racetrack ahead, and that's what you don't want to see. A gaggle of cars hunting you down, and Roger Bowman falling through the clutches of 3 wide. Greg Anderson 27 to prevail on that inside line, going to the point. Here comes Sean Henley, 87, Deal Siegel 20, Hayden Klein 48, Paul Fodd 36, Richard Towns 94, DJ Kirker 22 on that inside line. Deal Siegel Jr. in the 4, also on the inside line, but 3 wide prevails here at the Talladega Superspeedway. A little bit of 4 wide action just behind Jade Hale in the 3. And Jade Hale in the 3. And look at this, guys, 4 wide, Kenny Bale. Kenny Bale, oh my goodness, how are they racing like this? How are they racing like this? 4 wide, 2 rows deep, then we got a 3 wide swarm, but it's single file up front as Henley continues to lead. Let's see if they can keep it clean, keep it green, and keep it straight on the racetrack. We don't want to see a big one, but when you come to Talladega, the big one can strike in any time. And the big one can strike when you're running closer together than you park at the local shopping mall here. So still 4 wide, but things are settling down just a little bit. 2x2 racing, that's some 3 wide, then 1 pack of 4 wide. But they're still racing here at Talladega Superspeedway. Battle for the lead up front. We'll get to that in just a second. We want to focus on this 4 wide battle. Still 4 wide. Inge Lomeliana going to go by him on the inside line. From the blimp, looking over this 4 wide pack here at Talladega. Now the 1 lane right there, that's the lane for 5 wide, but they don't want to do that early in the race. Might want to save it for that last lap. Hayden Klein 48, as you see right there, top left, going towards the point and going to the lead at Talladega. Now things are starting to settle down. Just a little bit of contact between the 2 foreigners, Inge Lomeliana and Eveline Lauderer. Going back up front, your Dascar Phillips Cup Series president Robert Piet is leading here at Talladega. Robert Piet in the 6th, winless so far. Remember he had a great season last season when we had the Gen 1, but now in Gen 2 he's not having a pretty good season whatsoever. Dylan Fodd 36 right, Paul Fodd 36 behind him. There's Ben Cannon in the 24. Now they're starting to form up a pack of 3 wide. Jade Hale in the middle, 3 wide, stuck in that pack. Here comes the 32 of Jason Simmons on the inside line in the 30, a rookie. Here comes Ben Cannon in the 17, Luke Walker in the 17. Jack Richards 88 giving the 36 of Paul Fodd a push. And Jason Simmons will lead a lap here at Talladega. But here comes Luke Walker 17 on that inside line. And there's Dustin Capps in the 10. Your Charlotte winner Ken Block in the yellow 2. Deal Siegel Jr. in the 4. Jade Hale continuing 3 wide in the middle. Now here comes the 83 of Colin Cropley. The 32 car Nick Duncan. Cole Dowling in the 5. You're on board with Dustin Capps in the 10. Looking at the leader, Luke Walker. Luke Walker, now you're on board with Hale. 3 wide in the middle. Doesn't want to... She's a rookie, so she doesn't want to do this. She wants to get to the back. And that's just what she's doing. Jade Hale, coming off a top 10 at Charlotte. Wants to get even more here at Talladega. But as we cross lap number 9... we still got a lot of racing to go, so hang on, folks. It's going to get interesting come the final laps. Dustin Capps in the 10. Having a pretty dominant season, locked into the chase at Atlanta. 2 wins, Auto Club and Atlanta. Luke Walker, no wins whatsoever. Nick Duncan, 32, 2 wins, Dover and Kansas. He won a chase race, even though he's not in the chase, but he's certainly he's not a chaser, but he was proving to be the best racer at Kansas Speedway. And Talladega, a game changer in the chase. Look at Inga Lamliana dicing her way through the field. All the way up to third, it looks like, as she's going to go underneath Nick Duncan in the 32. Inga Lamliana slicing and dicing her way through this field. And ladies and gentlemen, it's the tightest point battle in Dascar Phillips Nationwide Series history. A 1-point lead. Kenny Bale has a 1-point lead over second place. So Talladega going to be a game changer. If Kenny Bale can win here, he will most likely extend his point lead. Single file to top 5, then it's triple wide all the way on back. So what are we going to see in the closing laps? Inga Lamliana from on board. Looking back at Billy Bishop now. Inga Lamliana, now we got a 5-car breakaway. Now here comes Inga Lamliana. Gonna be 3 wide for the lead. No! Cole Daly slams the door right in her face. Wow. What a move. Now Inga's gonna say, no sir, I'm just gonna take the lead here. I'm just gonna pass him on the inside line. How about that? So Inga Lamliana drag racing right to the line here. And it is... Oh man. I think that was Cole. No, Inga Lamliana led it. Inga Lamliana led it by a margin of 1/1000th of a second. That's how close it can change. That's how quickly it can change. Chris West 56 going back to the lead now. Royce comfortable. Carrie Anderson, your season opener, Daytona winner here in the 29. Only that one win, but she's sparking controversy as being the best racer with one win under her belt and in the chase. After Talladega, it'll be Martinsville, Texas, Phoenix, and the season finale at Homestead Miami Speedway. Can Kenny Bale clinch the championship? We have to find out. We have to get past Talladega first. So sit back, relax, enjoy the race here at Talladega. Carrie Anderson 29. Now here comes Robert Piet back in the 6th. Gonna go for the lead now. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it yet. Look at this. 3 wide. Here comes Emily Ister in the 43. Kenny Bale starting to make a little ground up in that 11. But it's not looking good for Bale. He's too far back, and we're coming to late stages in this race. But it's Talladega, folks. Anything can happen. Ken Johnson starting to lose the draft back there in the 42 car. Robert Piet in the 6th, holding second place. 56 Chris West continues to be out front, and Kenny Bale starting to make up a little bit of ground. Show us some muscle is that 11 car. But it's still the 56, the 6, the 12, the 23, the 48, and the 14 being your top 5. No, your top 6, excuse me, top 6. As we got some 4 wide action again back there. 4-car breakaway now. Now it's going to be a 5-car breakaway, 6-car breakaway, maybe. No, the pack's going to catch them now. So that 4-car breakaway shrunk up in a second. Here comes the 48 of Hayden Klein. Back on the lead pack. Robert Piet from onboard, looking at the leader, Chris West in the 56. Robert Piet trying to be the first foreigner to win the Phillips Nationwide Championship outside of the United States. He already made history as winning his first race at Phoenix in season 1 last season. He made history of being the first foreigner to win a race outside of his home country. And news for season 3, we will be going to Montreal, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, up in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Testing for that race will follow Homestead, most likely Homestead, or before we start season 3 testing with the Gen 3 cars. The Gen 3 cars made over from Gen 1. Here comes Kenny Bale back on the lead pack now. Right behind the 14 of Nick Capps. Remember, he had probation back at Michigan for causing a wreck back when Austin Ogle was driving the 3. Here we go. It's gonna get interesting, folks. Settle in. 4 laps to go. No, 3 laps to go. 3 laps of racing to go. Hayden Klein leads it in the 48. Oddly enough, 5-time champion. 48 car known for Jimmy Johnson. Here comes Bale. Kenny Bale in the 11, blocked by Nick Capps. Nick Capps in the 14 blocks him. It's gonna be a game changer. Can Kenny Bale pick up another win? From on board, he goes to the inside. Kenny Bale, second place, with 2 laps to go this time by. 2 laps left here at Talladega. Kenny Bale to second. What are we gonna see? This is gonna be an exciting finish here at Talladega. Hold your breath, folks. A lap and a half. Here comes Bale for the lead. Kenny Bale, Mr. Hotshot, Sebastian Vettel of the series, looking for his 3rd win. 4th win. Can he win it from the pole? Remember, he was a pole sitter for today's race. Coming into the tri-oval. It's a drag race right to the line. Settle in. Tighten the seatbelts, folks. 1 more lap. White flag is out. 1 more time. It's a drag race. Kenny Bale 11. Hayden Klein 48. Side by side for the win at Talladega. People getting out of shape back there. They're 4 wide. 4 wide just behind the rookie Hale. What are we going to see? Oh, there's a crash! They wrecked behind. That's not going to play a factor. The caution is out, though. The caution is out. So they're racing back to the line. And it's going to be the 11 of Kenny Bale. From the pole is going to win here at Talladega. Kenny Bale, another win, another pole. Hot shots right through this field. Kenny Bale fell back, made his way back up front, and won it. And there was a massive crash on the final lap. A lot of cars involved here. Looks to be the 30 of Will DeCarlo also involved in this one. Kenny Bale wins the race. Before we get to the replay, there's Hale finishing 7th. Now let's get to the replay of the crash in turn number 3. And folks, here it is. The 20 of Theo Stiegel, contact with Morgan Perez, and that sparks up the big one. We hope we didn't see it, but on the final lap, they waited to wreck, and it was big when it happened. Take a look at all these cars. Emily, is there a chaser involved? We most likely will have a lot of chasers taken out in this one. But so far, only 1 chaser, and that's Nick Capps. Robert Piet avoids it. And the carnage on the final lap ensues the big one, and it's big when it was big when it happened. Let's ride on board with the 3 of Jade Hale. Right here, you're gonna see it, and there it goes, and she misses it. But look at the carnage. Let's take a look from the digger cam. It's a good time to get in that hole and stay. Digger. Whoa! Got ran over. Bye-bye. Let's get to the finishing order. Alright, folks, there it is. Kenny Bale, from the pole, wins the race here at Talladega. And another top 10 for our rookie Jade Hale. And we finish with 36 cars on the lead lap. Surprisingly for the big one, we finished with 36 cars on the lead lap. That's going to do it for us here on the Time Warner Cable Sportsnet. Join us next time at Martinsville Speedway. Good night, everybody.